Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tim here. So, real quick. So, time really hasn't been on my side this week. It's okay. So, I'm going to try to get this done quickly and upload it before the deadline, which is the time of filming about an hour. Get into it on another video. Anyway, so why am I here? New channel, 8 Vinyl Low. We've talked about her before. Her name is Emma. She's got an amazing channel. She really knows her stuff, loves a lot of different types of music. Huge Cheap Trick fan. Just hit her first big milestone of 100 subs. I think she's almost at 200 now, so she's taken off, blown up, just as she should. She's got an amazing channel. So to celebrate, she wanted to do, kind of customary, hit that big milestone, do a contest. Hers was pretty unique. Show 5 albums or records or whatever to get you moving, get you dancing. Well, I'm not that much of a dancer, but I do a little wiggling when no one's looking. And that's what these are. So, first one's not an album, so if that disqualifies me, disqualifies me. But it's a 12-inch. That's Planet Rock from Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force as it tries to pop out. So, early electro hip hop, Africa Bambaataa, one of the pioneering sounds in hip hop. And this is just a stone classic to me, and every time I hear it, I can't help but be transported back to that era where there were no rules, there were no limits, and that electro breakbeat really just, made me want to wiggle. It was breakdancing. What are you gonna do? It was bad. Just never mind. Anyway, number 2. And this is a newer acquisition for me, and I've shown it recently. But it really does get me moving. And this is a compilation from Coal Mine Records. It's called Soul Slabs, and this is volume 2. So, Coal Mine Records is based out of Ohio, and they really are trying to curate that 60s Northern soul, a little bit of Midwestern soul. It's that obscure sound that was popular then by local or independent artists, limited releases, highly coveted in a hip-hop. I think that kind of sound. Some of these are modern artists though, so it's great to see that era has touched so many people that they're kind of preserving that sound. And every song on here, like, if I still was making beats, would chop the hell out of this set alone. But just funky stuff, great, just, play it loud and you're gonna wiggle. So, Soul Slabs, Coal Mine Records. If you like soul, if you like that early 60s soul, check out the label. They've got a lot of stuff to offer. So speaking of soul, we all know that, James Brown's the godfather of soul, but this guy is the papa of P-Funk. Funkadelic. I mean, you give me any Parliament Funkadelic record, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be moving something. So it's happened to pull One Nation Under a Groove. It's funky. And just his revolving door of artists that were on stage with him. I mean, the fact that sometimes his stages had 20 some people on there, it was gonna get funky. And this is funky. Speaking of large bands, that's what I'm listening to now. If you can hear it, if you can't, it's okay. Maurice White, Philip Bailey and Company, Earth, Wind and Fire. They had a lot more of mellow stuff as well, but when their horn section was on fire, I mean, things like September, Shining Star, just if you're sitting down to that, I got nothing for you. So, Earth, Wind, and Fire, that's definitely getting me moving. And then the last one. Now this is a top 10 album for me all day long. This is really one of my favorites. One of these days, I will do my favorite 100 or something. But songs in the key of life, and specifically from this one, probably 2 tracks, Sir Duke and Az. So this is a concept album from Stevie. He really wanted to create a piece of music that was kind of like slices of life, and it deals with personal relationships with other people, or with God, or newborn life, struggles through, poverty, and the social commentary of the day. So Sir Duke was really a celebration of his people that inspired him. And it's just got a driving force to it that makes you want to just wiggle. But it's a very emotional album, especially for me. And like I said, it takes you through all these different things that influenced him and influences life in general. And by the time you get to Az, it's kind of like, it's like a rebirth. It's very gospel-esque. It's very joyous, even though you've been through some pretty sad things on the album. And it literally is a celebration of life. And it's, like I said, it's a very upbeat gospel feel. And after listening to that entire album, by the time you get there, you want to share in that joy. And it's one that, when it's on, I'm moving. So I could have pulled out 50 more, even though I say I don't dance. As long as nobody's watching, I'm good. So if you're not familiar with Emma, there is a link below. If you are familiar with Emma, continue to support her. It's so great to see. What the hell is going on with the focus? There we go. It's great to continue to see newer faces coming into the VC and showing off themselves through their music, and Emma is no exception. So Emma, best of luck, continued success. Sorry this was so late. I promised an entry and I wanted to get it in. So hopefully everybody's enjoyed this. And like I said, please go check out Emma. Just a wonderful person who deserves millions more subs. So with that, sign off. Everybody take care. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, and Emma, high five. Peace.